everyone? It's me, Adam Prime, and I'm back with another Vistamp, the Kangaroo Vistamp. And we will come back to the Kangaroo Vistamp in a second. Um, this was originally a mail away kind of thing. If you don't know what the Hyper Battle DVDs are, they're kind of like a Televicoon mail away DVD kind of thing. And like it's a special video that comes with a certain magazine. This is not the magazine, and you ordered it, and you could honestly get a form and to order one of these stamps, and you mailed away for it. They were super rare and hard to come by, and luckily for me, they decided they were going to release one via Premium Bandai, and that's what this release is. And they called it like the Hyper Battle DVD Complete set for whatever reason, and at first I didn't know what it was going to come with. I thought maybe it was going to come with the DVD itself, but no, it came with this book, which is quite literally like about just Hyper Battle DVDs. But if you don't know what Kamen Rider Revice's Hyper Battle DVD was called, it was called Kamen Rider Revice Koala vs. Kangaroo. Do you want to avoid love at the wedding? Out of context, that sounds insane. I'm not gonna lie. But we're gonna take a quick look at this book first. That sounded really kind of weird to say. And to open... First, wait, I want to show the back. Again, out of context. I don't know how to explain this. Just go watch the Hyper Battle DVD. And if you haven't, then you obviously have the Kangaroo form on front, which is a weirdly Hyper Battle DVD staple. I'll show that in a second. You got the cast. Got George giving Hiromi bunny ears. You got this collage. That guy. Iki's doing something. More Kangaroo. We'll get to that in a second. George as a pasture. So yeah, it was a weird wedding focus thing. We get, I guess, we open up on Janine Love Cove and her little subplot. There's obviously a little stuff to read. I imagine this is just telling you what happened in the Hyper Battle DVD. You get the fighting in the Kangaroo form, which, by the way, the Kangaroo form is totally just reusing the punchy gloves from the Pac-Man form of X-Aid. And I think that's just kind of funny. So yeah, you got that. Got a little baby Vice in there. Got the page on Iki and his part in the whole craziness of this movie's plot. Yeah. There's honestly a lot of funny pictures. I think so. Yeah, you got a little Rex on top. Revice. Then you just get like full-on pictures of the Kangaroo form, which I really do appreciate. I think that's really kind of, you know, it allows you to really look at what they're giving you. They even give you one on Vice, because Vice wanted to wear a wedding dress in this movie as well. I don't know why. And here we go. I wanted to talk about this real quick because I am 90% sure this was obviously made for the Hyper Battle DVD, but it wasn't made for like a suit or like a puppet. They literally just, I'm 90% sure, altered and modded this plush. Like, it looks identical. Even has the little shin parts. Like, I'm 90% sure they just like ripped off all of this, like the pink, off of him and like just made him a new hat and just called it a day and gave him a bib. Now he has a bib. So, yeah, I just think that's kind of funny. I do like that it shows you with the koala. They're fighting. So I think that's really great. Yeah, Vice and Sakura. Now we have Daiji and Kagero. Yes, Kagero is part of this. Again, like, try to explain this to somebody. Like, you try to explain this to somebody. I don't know how. And then we have Sakura again. Her kind of questioning. At least we have Love Cove. Look at that Love Cove. Yeah, Love Cove. Got Hiromi and George. Which, George is a pasture is just hilarious. Because it's like he's not even, like, has a good fake mustache. It's like the faker of fake mustaches. And then we have the Koala Deadman, which I like that stamp. I would like to know what writer they would give Koala. I'm legitimately curious. Like, I don't know. Like, or just give me that stamp. I want the Koala stamp. That guy's a weirdo. I don't know what the hell his deal is. But that's his Deadman. You got more of that fighting. Oh my god, yes. Okay, so I hope they give us these stamps for real, but since this is just still drawings, I doubt we will. We got the Keyring or Giraffe stamp, which was for Greece, and I feel like that says it all. We got Furogashi? I don't know how to say that. I don't speak Japanese. I feel like I'm getting it wrong. Or Dung Beetle, or is it Scarab? It's Scarab or Dung Beetle. I think it's Dung Beetle because of what Vice is. For Rogue, and you get Nirawari, chicken. It's a chicken or rooster, and it's for Cross. And I really hope they give us those stamps. I don't think they will, but I hope they do. Hijinks in the bathhouse. I don't know what that page is particularly about. And you got more, obviously, on Revice. But then you get the history of Hyper Battle DVDs, and they give you and show you all of the Hyper Battle DVDs, from Kuga to Agito. You got the one for Ryuki. Not Ryuki. Yeah, Ryuki. I don't know why I didn't think it was Ryuki. Agito's there. You got Fize and his Boombox of Doom. I actually haven't watched that one. Blades. Hibiki, where Asumu gets the turn to be Hibiki. The Gatak getting Hyperform Hyper Battle DVD. Like, this was a weird one. Like, that felt, like, totally different. Obviously, you gotta have the Deno one. And then you got the Kiva one, which you get, like, Emperor Form Dogobaki, which, honestly, I feel like we saw this as many times as we saw the original. Not that many. Got Decade's Hyper Battle DVD. The weird Ramen Hyper Battle DVD. That one was weird. You got the O's one, which also used the Kangaroo, because he has the, which could be used as pants and arms. Got the Amazon Team Up Forze Hyper Battle DVD, which is cool. And you get, like, the Wizard one that had, like, Beast use Wizard's rings and Wizard used Beast's rings. Even though in the show, Beast couldn't use his rings. Because, you know, reasons. Now we have Gaim, and I liked Gaim's Hyper Battle DVD. You get Fresh Orange, which I do have the Fresh Orange lock seat. I think that's pretty cool. I like that it gives you all the hypothetical versions of the other riders that you got to see in that, so that's pretty cool. Drive apparently had several, because I remember Type High Speed. I didn't know that they counted, like, these Lupin specials as Hyper Battle DVDs, but I guess they do. Ghost have had a couple. Then we got the Laser one, which I remember that one. That one was so weird. Like, oh my god, seeing X8 disguised as one of the Bugster random people. And then you got the other one, which is when Parrot and him team up and, like, it breaks Dan loose for that trilogy. Got the Bear TV one for Build, which we're finally getting that TV full bottle. So that's pretty cool. I don't have the Bear one, so I don't really care. You get the Rogue Hyper Battle DVD when Rogue got his new form. You got the EQ, not the EQ. But Beady Beady, yeah, the Gates being scared, the Gates being scared one. Like, I thought this was really funny. And I know I've seen this. Okay, I couldn't remember if I've seen the 011, but look at it. Kangaroos are back. And you have the Saber one, and that's pretty much it. But I think it's really cool they give you, like, that little history. Like, you get to see all the other Hyper Battle DVDs, you know? So that's pretty cool. Overall, I like this book. Honestly, like, mostly because you can see a lot of the other Hyper Battle DVD stuff. But let's take a look at the Kangaroo Vistamp now that we're done looking at that. So, yeah, you got the Kangaroo. And I know we saw the Kangaroo Vistamp used by a villain, and this is the colors it was. But why did you give it Build? What hat were they drawing these writers' names out of? I really want to know. Like, I don't even mind that Build is Kangaroo, but why these, like, he's just the regular, like, a brownish bronze kangaroo and a lime green yellowish plastic. Like, this doesn't tell me Build. Like, when I see it, I have to legitimately look for Build in the background here. Like, I will probably remember this because I think of this being hilarious. Like, I probably won't actually forget this, but if somebody who hasn't watched Revice or doesn't know the Vice stamps, and I had to be like, hey, can you guess what Build's Vice stamp is? And I gave them a lineup, and I put, like, the ones that are mostly reds. Like, you can't even make the excuse of, like, well, they don't want too many red ones, or they don't want too many blue ones. There are a bunch of red and blue ones. Like, I'm not mad. I'm really confused. But I'm going to bring in the first driver. Let's get the book out of here. And let's start with sounds. Which, again, I like that. I do really like that jingle. That's a good jingle. Kangaroos are staring back at each other. I kind of wish that you could see a baby kangaroo somewhere in there since Vice becomes one, but, you know, limitations. And that's pretty much it for the Revice driver. Also, I'm not going to be using this in the Baird Rex stamp because it just says yabba yabba, which means it really doesn't recognize Kangaroo. So why even show it? And it gives nothing new in the Gundaphone 50. So let's bring in the two-side driver and we will see what that makes. We got the two-side driver. And that's it in the two-side driver. Let's get in the Demons driver. Here's the Demons driver. Got the doofy looking Kangaroo. Honestly, I like the little kangaroo that it gives you on this screen. But that's pretty much it in the Demons driver, but overall cool screen. So let's go on to our final driver, the Libra driver, until the other ones come in. Next up is the Libra driver. And honestly, is anyone else picturing this like Love Cove becomes boxing gloves? By the way, Love Cove sounds still here. And that's pretty much it in the Libra driver. And that's pretty much it in all the drivers I can do for now. Let's bring back in the book. I'm not going to get it back in the frame because I don't care. Overall, I really like this stamp. I think it gives you some really cool functionalities. I like the jingles. I love build, so I love having the build stamp. And again, this was an unexpected, really cool little thing. Like, I'm not going to say everyone's going to need this. Honestly, it's kind of going to be really weird because I'm going to have somebody go onto my bookshelf where I keep all my Toku books and magazines. And, like, the other ones, it's like, oh, it's a cool magazine. With this one, I don't know how I'm going to explain this to people. How do I explain, like, let's see. How do I explain this? Well, I guess just explain him as a creepy pasture, but, like, how do I explain that? Like, how do I explain any of this? Like that? How do I explain it? I don't know. It's gonna be weird. Somebody's gonna find this on my bookshelf at some point. But overall, I think this was honestly a really cool package. Like, that premium Bandai did, you know, made this stamp easier to get and everything. So, overall, I think that's really cool. And, yeah, overall, a really good Vice stamp. And if you can get your hands on it, I would say pick it up. If you can get it for a reasonable price. Don't pay ridiculous money for this stamp. I would say that. Like, you know, like, go within reason. Like, obviously, it would probably be more than a regular Vice stamp, but, like, don't pay, like, $50 for just this stamp. Like, just the stamp. Like, why? Or how much did it... I don't remember how much I paid for this. I want to say it was only, like, 40 something? I don't know. But it came with the book. Like, if it doesn't come with the book, don't be like, oh, I'm going to spend $100 on this. Don't do that. Don't do that. But overall, I like this stamp a lot. What do you guys think of it? Did you guys watch the Hyper Battle video? Like, have you ever tried to describe this Hyper Battle video to any friends? So, I guess until... Thank you so much for watching, and until whatever I do next, whether it be more Vice stamps or whatever else, I'll see you guys there. Bye.